Over the last few weeks, the world has been witnessing what appears to be the fall off of one of the most powerful men in the music industry, P. Diddy. A man who once stood tall and had the world at his feet is now watching the world turn on him and disgrace him. For the last 30 years, Diddy has managed to do whatever he wanted unfazed. Now, the world is finding out exactly what he has been doing all those years, and they're judging him for it. These lawsuits and criminal investigations have opened Pandora's box for Diddy. All of his evils have been put on Front Street, and what people are realizing is that Diddy is a monster. What has been coming out about Diddy might just make him worse than R. Kelly. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about some disturbing allegations that were recently revealed about Diddy. Let's get right into it. So much evil has been exposed in 2024, and we're only in April. If you have asked yourself why it seems like more has been exposed in the last few months than in the last 10 years, well, there's a reason for that. It's because we have been living in the age of Horus, or what most people call it, the age of Aquarius. Do you guys remember how back in the early 2010s, people thought the world was going to end in 2012 because of the Mayan calendar? Well, that was all actually in reference to the occult and the transition of the old Aeon to the new Aeon. The last Aeon was called the Aeon of Osiris, and in 2012, the old age or the age of Osiris died. A new Aeon was conceived, which was the age of Horus. The Egyptians believed Isis and Osiris had a child who was called Horus. This was exactly what was symbolically taking place, as back in 2012, the age of Horus was conceived. In the occult, they use astrological age in the concept of the great year. There are 12 astrological ages corresponding to the 12 zodiacal signs in Western astrology. In 2012, we saw the old age die, and 12 years later, we are witnessing the birth of the new age, the age of Horus. The reason the truth is being exposed rapidly now is because we're finally feeling the effects of the new age. In the age of Aquarius, it is believed the world will go through a great awakening. What we are experiencing is that great awakening. Those that work in the darkness are revealing themselves. So all this exposing is intentional. Don't think this is at all accidental. Unfortunately, this is all a part of their plan. Diddy being exposed is all a part of the plan as well, and it appears they have chosen to crucify him for behavior the entire industry is guilty of. This has made it possible for the truth about Diddy to be exposed, and what we are seeing is truly disturbing. But know this, his behavior is the same behavior as most of the powerful men in the music industry. The only difference is that they're better at hiding their evil. While all these lawsuits and the investigation into Diddy has been going on, we have been able to find out a lot more about what Diddy was doing, and what I found out might make him worse than R. Kelly. While everyone knows about Diddy being investigated for SA, R-wording multiple women and even men, also S-trafficking and weapons, they aren't aware of one more disturbing allegation Diddy is being investigated for. With all the digging up I have been doing on Diddy, I found something that truly disturbed me, which at this point is crazy because we're talking about Diddy. According to a statement written on a US District Court filing back in 2011, P. Diddy was being investigated for hooking up with boys that were under the age of 18. This all became known due to the criminal case of James Rosemond. James Rosemond was a manager turned dealer who was busted by the feds. While he was being investigated, the feds offered him a deal that would allow him to get a lesser sentence by snitching on people in the music industry they were looking into. They wanted James to snitch on some of the things that were happening in the music industry. One person the feds wanted to know about was no other than P. Diddy. In this proffered agreement between James and a federal investigator, it stated that the prosecutor asked James about entertainers' sexual preferences, including, but not only, Sean Combs having relationships with underage boys. What this proves is that Diddy has had allegations and has been investigated for having a relationship with boys that are under the age of 18. This would literally make Diddy the hip-hop version of Epstein. The fact that they were asking people in the industry about Diddy's relationships lets you know that this has been speculated for a long time. This also explains a lot of the things Diddy has done with young underage male artists. We all know about Usher and Diddy at the Flavor Camp. I covered all of this in this video here. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out after this one. Usher as a teenager was sent to live with Diddy for some time, and for a while now, people have asked what a young Usher was doing with Diddy. Rumors started to circulate that Diddy possibly took advantage of Usher and had his way with him. This all remained rumors until one of Diddy's former security guards, Gene Deal, exposed that Diddy did have an inappropriate relationship with Usher when he was living with him. He even claimed that he put Usher in the hospital from what he did to him. Now, knowing that Diddy was secretly being investigated for having a relationship with boys even further confirms that. What's disturbing about this is that after Usher was groomed by Diddy, Usher went on to do the same to Justin, as he sent Justin Bieber to Diddy's house when he signed him. Justin Bieber was pretty much the same age as Usher when he was sent to Flavor Camp with Diddy. He wanted Diddy to groom Justin just like he was groomed. In this old video, we can see Diddy and Justin hanging out at Diddy's house. Diddy then tells the camera that Justin is going to be staying with him for 48 hours, just like Usher. He then tells the camera that he can't tell us what they're going to be doing, but that they're going to get buck full crazy.
Keys is yours when when you get 16. You good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay.
And where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go buck full crazy.
Buck full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
As you heard for yourself, Diddy talks about Justin staying with him just like Usher. He then stated that they were going to get buck wild crazy. What in the world did Diddy mean by this? How does Diddy get buck wild crazy with a teenager? Mind you, Justin was only a teenager, still underage, but Diddy wanted to get buck wild crazy with him. I don't know what he means by this, but it sounds inappropriate knowing Diddy. What's interesting is that after Justin started hanging out with Diddy is when he started to rebel and go through his bad boy phase.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young boy, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
He was seen acting out and behaving like a whole new Justin. He even eventually became a hard addict, something that he struggled to recover from. All the same signs of all the other kids in Hollywood that got taken advantage of, like Orlando Brown. It makes me think that what Diddy did to him damaged him for good. We all know now what's going down at Diddy's house parties. Parties that Justin was introduced to as a child, where he was forever corrupted just like Usher. Could Usher and Justin be some of those boys the feds thought Diddy was involved with? What's interesting is that recently, after all the lawsuits were coming out about Diddy, a video started resurfacing of an interaction between Diddy and Justin Bieber. In the video, Diddy starts patting Justin's chest. He then whispers something in his ear, and if you look at Justin's face, he seems concerned. As you saw for yourself, it was a strange interaction between the two, and what Diddy does almost appears like he was patting him down for a wire. Was Diddy checking Justin Bieber for some sort of wire? Did he think Justin was trying to set him up or part of an investigation against him? This video left me with so many questions. Another video involving Diddy that left me with many questions as well was this old video of Diddy and this random little girl. In the video, Diddy was heard telling the camera that he had adopted this little girl.
Yeah, everyone introduce yourself.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No, what's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron. Everybody's ever adopted Sandra Bullock, I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So just clarify it, because it's crazy out here online. So playing with the kids, and I got permission from your mother, and to say all of that to just make it, because it's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jesse and Delilah when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then we basically are sisters, all four of us. So. And then I always come over.
Yes. And it's Ava Brioni Combs. Come on. Let's go.
As you saw for yourself, Diddy was claiming to have adopted this random girl that no one knows anything about. What's strange is that the little girl seems off in the video. She almost seemed disturbed and nervous. It could have just been her being shy. But knowing that Diddy is being investigated for possibly having a relationship with boys, I wouldn't be surprised if he liked little girls too. Knowing what Diddy is being investigated for explains why he's always around these young artists. While all the rest of the allegations made against Diddy were already bad, this just takes things to a whole new level. This definitely makes him worse than R. Kelly for sure. It puts him on Epstein's level, especially knowing that he had this private island. Who knows what Diddy had going on over there? At this point, there is way more than enough evidence pointing to Diddy being the biggest monster in Hollywood. We already knew he was a gatekeeper, but we didn't know he was this evil. This is why so many children in Hollywood end up becoming damaged as adults. They have their souls sucked out of them by men like Diddy. Hollywood is the most dangerous place in the world for children, and at this point, that's not my opinion, that's a fact. For years now, Diddy was worshipped like a god, only for the world to find out he was really the devil. Well, that's it for this video. But before you guys go, I just wanted to ask you guys to like, comment, and share this video so that it'll be recommended to others. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.